What are you doing here? What are you doing in here? Little Miss Banana in your cheeks. All right, Mummy's gonna do this quickly, okay? And then you come back. All right. Hi. Welcome to my. Look, I know I said that I was gonna do it week by week, but this week really got ahead of me. And so I'm actually doing a 38. Wow, I look rough. I'm actually doing a 38 and 39 week. I should step away from the camera. 38 and 39 week pregnancy vlog. First of all, I'll show you my belly. Today I am 39 weeks pregnant and 4 days. 39 plus 4. So today, the day is Tuesday and my due date is on Friday. I definitely think I'm going to see my due date. I don't think this baby's coming in the next couple of days. I really think I'm going to see the due date, which is cool. My guess right now is September 17th, which is 5 days over. And I guess that's my guess. Because Forrest, whose birth I'm channeling, he was 5 days over as well. And like I've said before, I have 2 kids born on the 12th, 2 kids born on the 17th. So in my mind, I'm like, the baby's either coming on the 12th or the 17th. And I'm thinking 17 because 1 plus 7 is 8. And that's my favorite number. Anyway, so we will see. I'll let you know. You guys will find out. I was thinking for my 40th week video, I should do it while I've just started labor. I thought that could be really cool. Anyway, let me show you my belly. I injured myself this morning. I will tell you about that in a minute. That's why it's so hard to get up. Okay, this is my 39 plus 4. Oh yeah, I got this cute little from Bimby and Roy. 39 plus 4 week pregnancy belly. Ow. This is what it looks like. So nice and big. My line, my linea nigra got way darker at the top. So now you can see the whole way. It sort of always goes like a bit wonky. Obviously nothing's fitting. Guys, I am so swollen. As of, I'd say week 38, suddenly I am so swollen. My hands are swollen. My feet are so swollen. And speaking of feet, this morning, I did the dumbest thing. So I've been waking up every morning for the last, I'd say, 6 days, at 4:44 every day. And I'll look at the clock, 4:44. It's so weird how that happens, huh? And this morning, I was like, right, I'm going to run myself a bath. I have not done a bath yet for a while, for a few days at least. I've been getting up and then kind of getting into either cleaning the house or making breakfast for the kids. And I haven't really been having that morning bath or even the nighttime bath, because what's been happening is I put the kids to bed and I get really sleepy and all I want to do is sit in bed and watch birth videos. So this morning I was like half asleep, woke up when the moon was out. It was so beautiful and potent. It looked like a full moon. And I took off my pants to have a bath, and my phone has a long strap on it, and I kind of like slingshot my phone so fast into my toe, into my foot, the second one from my big toe. It hurt so much. I was like, ah. because I was in so much pain. Mark was already at the gym, or he'd left to go to the gym because he does this 5 a.m. class. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is not what I need. My feet are already so swollen, but because my feet are swollen, it felt even weirder to like get smacked so hard in that area that's just already so swollen. It felt like my foot wanted to explode with the impact. And now, thank you, baby. And now, this is 1967, John. This is a very old book. There's a quote from Oscar Wilde. Anyway, Prairie just showed me this little vintage kids book that we have. Here you go, baby. That is a very important, beautiful book. A friend is someone who likes you. Oh, where's the cover of this? Do you remember where the cover is? Okay. Yeah, can you go find it? Because we don't want to lose that. It's from 1967. That's a very long time ago. Anyway, thanks, babe. So my toe is black. And I'm like, did I just break my toe at 39 and a half weeks pregnant? Did that just happen to me? So I've been icing it this morning. Bodie was so cute. He like pulled out the ice block for me, or the ice pack for me from the freezer, and was like, here, Mom, and like wrapped it with a paper towel. And I was like, thanks, bud. Anyway, I cannot move my toe. Oh my gosh, it is completely swollen. Ow. Ow. Oh my gosh, it's all black at the bottom. Yeah, I think this is definitely broken. Anyway, good job, Palmer. Exactly what I need right before I go into labor. Little miss, you're going to distract me. Do you want to, you just sit over there with a book or something and I'll keep talking. Yeah, you have your little book. Okay. So, I can't believe this has happened. I'm now hobbling. This happened about 2 hours ago. I'm hobbling everywhere. My whole foot is throbbing. I'm limping at this point, and it's just not ideal. You don't want to have to be dealing with an injury while you're in labor. I cannot believe I did this. Anyway, so I'm going to say that's a pregnancy symptom because it was just such a dumb thing to do. Like, who slingshots there? It got caught in my pants. And I was like, doof. It was like a bullet so fast. And the top of my phone hit my toe. Anyway, that sucks. Now I'm going to be dealing with that until we go into labor. But the other stuff for 38 weeks and 39 weeks have been this. So baby has dropped into the pelvis and is really low. I can tell by the shape of my belly, even though this seems kind of high here, and I can feel a little back. There's a back here. I know that the baby has dropped, and this is how I know. Maybe it's like the shape of my tummy too it's not quite as, you see, so everything's like lower. My reflux has gotten better. Remember I was talking about that. So my reflux is, I'm not having a problem with it anymore, which means that the baby's like engaged. And also the other thing I'm finding is my lightning crotch is extreme. Like it is, even when the baby rolls and moves, I'm like, ow, it's the nerve endings on my cervix where the baby's grinding into it. It's so sensitive. And it's funny, I don't remember it ever feeling like that before, where it was just so, it feels like someone's like really grinding into my cervix from the inside. And that has been the last 2 weeks. So that has been week 38 and week 39. And it takes my breath away. And even last night, Bubba's moving. Can you see like a little lump here? Bubba's moving. Hello. Even last night, I was, hi Mum, I'm just doing a pregnancy vlog. I'm taking Bodhi to school today. Oh, hang on. Maybe you need to take him, right? Because you need your car. Oh, so you're not going to go?
No, you take the car.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, okay, actually, because Mark said he'll be back and I can take our car to drop Bodhi.
No, I'm not going to my exercise class.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, anyway, so the last 2 weeks, 38 and 39, it's just like the pressure when the baby engages and when it's like really in the pelvis, it feels like it's pushing on my butthole and my cervix, like it's trying to bust out of there. That's what it feels like. And that's been consistent this whole week. So I'm just sort of waddling a bit more, but I've also got a lot more breath back. My reflux has gone, completely gone. The other things that have been happening is starting from week 39, I've been having daily naps. And I find that I want to nap around 11:30, 12-ish. And I've been napping for about an hour. Yesterday, I lost my earplugs for my nap. And so I used Blue Tack. Yes, if you're Australian, you know what that is. And I had a really good, Mummy put Blue Tack in her ears. That's how desperate I was to sleep. So yeah, anyway, that has been such a big difference in the last 2 weeks, like really feeling the dropping, people call it lightning, and then lightning crotch, and just so many Braxton Hicks, and sort of, actually there was a day last week, I reckon I was 38 plus 6, where I timed them because I was like, am I in early labor? And then no, I wasn't. But for 2 hours, every 5 minutes, I was having these tightenings. I call them tightenings because they weren't contractions. And I thought, oh, this is prodromal labor. But it wasn't painful. Like there was a little edge to them, but it wasn't painful. So I started like, I was like kind of secretly timing them at dinner. And then, told Mark later, like, just so you know, the whole dinner I was getting these tightenings. And he was like, really? But I think sort of my approach is just live my life. Like I am doing something a bit different than what I've done before, which is usually I'm on the trampoline, I'm doing all the things, I'm so physical in the last like couple of weeks of labor to like really help with my fitness and to prep myself for labor. This is the first time I'm doing something different in these last couple of weeks, especially this week 39, which I've called the week of no, where I have the tendency, someone's like, come and do this thing, and I say yes. I always have the tendency to say yes. Like, do you want to, we'll all hang out at the beach and we'll do this thing, or come to this food festival? And I'm like, yes. So I told Mark, starting from Monday, when I'm 39 plus 3, it's my week of no, not available. Oh no, I can't do that. Can so-and-so have a sleepover? No. Like, it's just the week of no, which also means, I'm getting a bit bored. I'm at home and there are certain things that, I have a nap, I hang around, I clean the house. Like yesterday, I put the snoo here. You can see where it is next to my bed. Hang on, that's the wrong side. There we go. There's the snoo right next to my bed. I set up the snoo and I did the app, and then I got all my bugaboo stuff came. So I set up the pram and I put the car seat in, and there is nothing else to do. Like, I have done everything. I'm so prepared. Everything's folded, everything's sorted. My home birth setup is done. My, my pool is blown up. The hoses are ready to be attached. Like, I could not be more organized for this birth and for this baby. There is nothing left on the to-do list. So then yesterday I was like, so I just do I just stay home or, and I kind of had this sudden burst of energy. So I decided to like take Prairie out and we had like a mummy daughter date, didn't we? And then we ate some food together and then we had a really nice time together and we went to the playground and we had some bubble tea and I was just soaking in the last moments of this little girl being my youngest. Because the baby's coming soon. Are you excited? She said, I'm born to be excited. I love you. Oh yeah, my new necklaces. Anyway, so hi baby. What's the time?
8:20.
Alright, well when Dad gets back we'll leave. Do you want to go with Bodhi? He wants to show you something. And there's been so many cute things in the family, like, oh, everyone's just been so gorgeous. This morning I woke up and the four of them were all in the art room, all doing art together and commenting like, oh, that's so good, poet. Wow, I love those cards you're making, Bodhi. Like, could you make me one? Oh, I drew you something. I mean, just so nice. And then also there's been such a beautiful little connection between Prairie and Forest, which is a 4-year age gap, which this baby will be from Prairie. And I feel like the universe is just showing me signs because when I had my loss last year, I remember one of the things I kept thinking about was like, oh, this age gap is getting so much bigger. And, you know, and I was like, oh God, 4 years, it just seems so far apart. But this like sudden new interest in each other, like Forest and Prairie, because it's always like Forest and Bodhi, Prairie and Poet, and then sometimes it's Poet and Forest because they're at the same school together, as well. So it's like 3 different pairings mainly, or it's the full group together. But this little pairing of like Forest and Prairie, they've been playing for hours and it's so cute. So that's been really sweet to see this week. Every morning Prairie says, can we watch birth videos? Because she has this idea that she's going to be in the water when the baby comes. She wants to be the one, like she was like, I'll put my bathers on and I'll get in the bath. And we'll see if she decides to do that after like all the poop and all the things. But she keeps saying that she wants to be in the bath and she wants to deliver the baby. So that's really cute. She's been asking to watch. We've watched a few of the same ones over and over that she keeps picking out with the little girl who's also in the bath, the big sister, which has been really sweet. Another like symptom this week, apart from like the constant tightening and then it just goes away, is I'm going to the bathroom a lot more than usual. Sorry, TMI. But that is happening all the time. There's a lot of pressure down there and I think things are clearing out, which hopefully means that I'm not going to be dealing so much with the poop during labor. My husband has his little scooper ready, sitting next to the bath, which is always what people get afraid of doing in labor. And let me tell you, it happens. But you know, it might not happen to everyone, but most people, it happens. And I've attended a few births and it happened with those women too. So, you know, that's been a funny symptom this week. And aside from that, it's been cruisy. I mean, just the swelling this week, the pressure, the downwards pressure, the dropping, the lightening, the baby being engaged. We think baby swings, it feels like, from left occiput anterior to right occiput anterior, which means like the back is at the front here. And then it kind of goes over to here. And it's moving right now. Right now it's on this side. So that's, oh, did you see that? So this is right occiput anterior. Ideally, the best optimal birthing position is if the back was on this side and then head down, legs around. And it does sort of switch. It's like a windscreen wiper. It kind of switches from those two positions. It really feels like baby is not posterior. So on my due date, the 12th of September, at 40 weeks, I'm going to go in for a scan and I'm going to find out the level of my amniotic fluid, how baby's doing in there, what my placenta's looking like, and also the positioning of baby to see if I need to really ramp up my mile circuit. So the mile circuit for me starts today. See how I go with my bloody broken toe. And that's a 90-minute circuit, and I'm going to do it every single day. And I've been drinking my red raspberry leaf tea every day, although I made the mistake of doing it right before bed, like 2 nights ago, and I peed every couple of hours. It was really annoying. Even like in 1 hour, I peed twice or 3 times. Also, a documentary I watched online is called Orgasmic Birth, and it's not having orgasms in birth. It's about the oxytocin and the body's response, like the natural response to birth. And it's really well done. And I feel like I got a lot out of what some of these laboring women were saying about how they managed the rushes. And I'm just really looking forward to having an experience of like welcoming each sensation as it comes, knowing that it's getting closer to me, finding out who this little person is and meeting them and holding them and seeing them in our family. And so I think like Poet's birth and Forest birth, there was like kind of an ecstatic nature to my rushes where I was saying yes, and I was dancing through them all, and it just felt so amazing. Like I really got quite high in both of those labors, and I'm welcoming that this time. I really want, with the like intensity of each rush, to just be saying yes and thank you, and it's bringing baby closer to me, and they're almost here, and the bigger and stronger they are, the better. Embrace, let go, surrender. So that's the kind of energy I want to bring into the birth. I'm having a really good tightening right now. Ooh, let's see if you can see. Knock, 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 knock. It's so tight. So that's what I'm looking to do, is just the yes and more, as opposed to like, oh God, another one's coming. Because when you do that, like, oh God, everything tightens up. Your cervix tightens up, your vagina, everything's like, ugh. And you're sort of pushing against the sensations rather than like having the visualization of like swimming towards them, like pulling these rushes towards you. When I have done that, my labors go way quicker, way easier. In Prairie's birth, my headspace was not where it needed to be. It was much more like, oh God, my back labor, I can't handle this, oh God. It was so much more challenging because I had 2 nights of no sleep. My water was broken and I just had the worst back labor. And I couldn't get on top of the intensity of the back labor. There was nothing I could do. I was like, this is the most intense thing I've experienced. And so I think there was a lot of like, when is this going to be over kind of energy. Whereas my other 2 births, maybe 3, should I say 3? Yeah, Bodhi's birth, I was like, yes, but that was like a few days and there was a lot of things that kind of didn't go to textbook. But my middle births, it was so much of that energy, like, yes, and bring it on. This is so exciting. Like, like lots of ecstatic photos of me laughing and dancing and smiling and, So if you can at all channel any of that, it will make for an easier labor. The moment you start like wanting to escape or just get through it, or that's when I find like mentally it breaks down. It's such a mental game. It is physical, but it's also mental. And remember, they're not stronger than you. It is you. So they're not stronger than you. They're not going to be overpowering you because they are you. So you got this. Anyway, and I'm also saying that to myself. All right, you guys, next time I video, I'm going to be hopefully in labor, unless I go to 41 weeks, which, I mean, if I do, I do. That's divine timing. All right, you guys, talk to you soon.